going up against the Chargers. With that, let's get out to San Diego. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, we are a little less than 10 miles inland from the blue waters of the Pacific Ocean as we greet you from lovely San Diego, California. Tonight, we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the San Diego Chargers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
For someone who piled up the yardage that Jay Ajayi did in 2016, I think it was a strange type of a year. How many runners do you know that will end the season with more 200-yard games on the ground than 100-yard games and end up over 1,000?
Very, very strange. 3 200-yard games, just 1 100-yard game. All in all, though, how do you see a season? A rough start, but looked pretty good in the end.
Rough start, but a really good offensive line that continues to grow. I think the future's really bright for Jay Ajayi and the Dolphins next season.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Okay, the starters for the Miami Dolphins offensively. Charles, who are we highlighting?
Got to highlight Jay Ajayi, their running back. Came out of Boise State as a 5th-round pick, but most people had his talent much more like a 2nd round. There were some medical concerns with the knee, but he can do it all. Run, catch, block. He's truly a 3-down back.
Tannehill pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Tannehill. Flush to his right. He finds some open field here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. One man on the backfield is Gordon. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Time to get a glance at the offensive starters, and one of those isn't J.J. Watt, but it's Derek Watt that we talk about.
Nothing wrong with being little bro here. A starting fullback at the University of Wisconsin. Not many teams are utilizing this position in the NFL, but he fits perfectly. Will be a great lead blocker and can catch the ball in the backfield.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Well, looking back, it was a solid season for Williams. 69 catches. He was up over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. Fantasy sleeper is an understatement for what he did.
I can't believe you brought him up because I have a feeling you got your eye on him for your fantasy team or teams. for 2017.
I'm just going one team next year, but, man, he was impressive.
Yeah, did you know that he was ranked 81st on one fantasy roster last year?
In the
draft. That's pretty impressive. He far exceeded that number and expect him to continue to play to that level.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's third down. On third down, Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Rivers to throw it. Finds his target. It's Gates. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there. He's
the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players in the NFL with 100 or more touchdowns. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon taking it in. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
6 yards to go here on second down. They run again with Ajayi. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Here's Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Tannehill now, the give to Ajayi. Ajayi's gonna go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Ajayi, 49 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Right side catch. This is Gates. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And partner Antonio Gates coming back for another year. It'll be his 15th season in 2017.
And how about, let's just talk about not just the longevity, but he's in a position now where he can break a tie with Tony Gonzalez because they both have 111 touchdowns at the tight end position. Antonio Gates' first touchdown of 2017, that'll break that tie, and he'll be number 1.
That's pretty impressive. Probably going to be playing behind Hunter Henry, second-year man, but just the sustainability, how long he's lasted in the league, impressive.
And think about this. Philip Rivers, so excited to have him back because Hunter Henry's playing well, but Mr. Reliable is Antonio Gates.
Rivers on 1st down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does where a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. A first down throw here for Rivers. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. To play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to San Diego after this timeout. First down, Rivers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. To the air again here, Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Rivers now to throw on first down. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Antonio Gates from 19 yards away. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get 16 yards there. And it's first down, Miami. On first and 10, Tannehill. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Here's Tannehill now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Tannehill on first down. Being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Tannehill. On the left side, this is Stills. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Frank's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Shreds the tackle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Rivers now on second down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Third and short yardage, Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. 4th down, Rivers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
They come out here in the eye. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive lineman They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. And that takes us from second to third down.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes and we'll be in great shape.
And he finds Stills complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his second touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Chargers. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. Rivers to throw it. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. A 2nd down throw for Rivers. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Now Gordon on 1st down. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Byron Maxwell, the corner, in on the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. First down, Rivers. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Koamisi. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. It's Jaleel Adai who brings him down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now it's Ajayi. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
He's had a big game tonight. While no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. They run with Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. 3rd and long. It's Tannehill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Dolphins going on 4th. It's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Shift together here from the D-line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. On 2nd down, Rivers again. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This is Gordon on the dump off. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. To throw is Tannehill. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Tannehill going to throw it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This is Ajayi. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's Ajayi. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing.